know they like this area.
Okay. This is the exterior of the property from the Ampere side. Just going down the entire length of the building. And then all the way around to see the street in the front. NV Energy, main entrance right here, the power company. And then back around to the property. This NK portion down there would be the dock doors for Momar and their 60K portion roughly. And this would be their entry. Now we'll go inside. This would be the main entry coming in. Small reception with a door that heads out to the warehouse there to the right. Then the newly carpeted, painted office area, which we have on the floor plan. The perimeter private offices. Down here, open area, break room there, private office, additional private offices, and then back to the entryway that we walked through here. Excuse me. And out. Hallway leading into the warehouse area. Looking back to the office area. Wanted to just shoot that break room as well. Nice break room, plenty of space, door leading into the warehouse from here there, and then again back into the office. So we have exited the office area and are now walking out into the warehouse. This is the area that would be used by Momar. It's approximately 60,000 square feet. There's temporary storage in here now. Looking back on the office area, mezzanine above. Coming out further into the warehouse, we're going to have a straight line that's being constructed down here for a new wall to separate the units. Just giving you a feel. Behind the wall that's directly in front of me would be the unit for Stageac Industries, which is roughly the 83,000 square foot unit. And this gives us a feel for the balance of the warehouse here.
Secured area.
The room that's contained there to the left is the H contained area for fire security reasons. Still used at present by Stageac. This is looking back into the warehouse where the dock area would be. So we'd have room for 6 positions, dock positions. There's also a ramp leading in, and then additional warehouse manager office area.
And restrooms.
And restrooms, as shown. And again, this would be the area for Momar, and it's approximately 60,000 square feet.
All the lights are new on motion sensors.
New lights, motion sensor. This is the start of the new lease at the top of the rent roll, approximately $51,000. The company that's going to be leasing this is the Prototype Concepts. They're not occupying as of yet, but their rent is to start, or their occupancy is supposed to start in April upon completion of the tenant improvements. And if you see here, this entire area is being removed to create a square, and we're still standing at present in the Momar unit looking back into where the dividing wall is being put up, and you can see that here. Up in the front we have a smaller office area with 4 dock positions and a ramp as well going in. Again, $51,000 approximately, new lease, Unit 4902. Just for quick reference, this is the office area for the new lease, prototype concepts. Several rooms, open area, hallway leading back out into the warehouse on two sides, similar to where Momar's unit would be. Additional privates here, then a separate doorway leading out into the dock area.
Same dock configuration. Less two.
And this is representative of the same dock configuration that we would have for Momar, with the positions for the docks and then the ramp leading from the outside into the inside. This is the exterior, so walking out of the new lease space, exterior dock, leads to the end of the building, the far eastern section of the building, and this is where Loomis leases their 18,000, pardon this truck, leases their 18,000 square feet, of which 2,000 is office and the balance being in warehouse. One thing to note about Loomis, they take the end cap of the building here, far east, and do use what looks to be a good amount of parking, staging. You can see some of their trucks in the back here.
But they operate 24 hours a day, high security.
24 hours a day, high security, and they are an armored truck division. You can see that they just have roll-up doors on the end here. Beautiful view of Mount Rose in the distance. Just a panorama down the building. This is the interior of the Momar Space dock area. Ramp. There's actually 6 positions.
2 outside, 4 in.
2 outside, 4 in. We'll show you the outsides when we run out there in a second. Give you feel back. Yeah, all have levelers, as you can see here. Okay, and then looking back to this area,
Those are all electric.
all electric doors. And these 3 doors. Again, looking into the warehouse. Just the far west end of the building, the 2 exterior dock positions that would be for Momar as well, and then shooting down the entire west side from north to south. And just note the jog in the building there in the middle, just past the exhaust. That's where the clear height changes a little bit, and that's where we go into the Stajac Industries portion. This is the exterior of the south side of the building, which has the address of 4955 Jewel Street. Entry point for where Stajac Industries is on the rent roll, the 83,000. You have your dock positions out here, ramp leading up in. This is on the end, just to note, is a foam suppression system that was set up for company specific when you had Sherwin-Williams in the building, and they were using it for their H-class needs to make sure that it was up to par, up to snuff in terms of fire suppression. And we'll go inside.
If you are a female between the ages of
This is the interior of the Stajac portion of the unit. 83,000 square feet starting at the ceiling, then looking down. Brand new lights is what you saw. Motion sensor on the other side, Momar's side. Just looking around the main warehouse portion. Docks, as we just saw from the exterior here. Active warehouse, actively working in here. You can see office area is located over here, approximately 1,500 square feet. H-class rooms running down the side for the fire suppression that we talked about earlier. And walking for the expansion of the unit. They take both sides. Extra dock positions on the far east side of the building. Leading you back into the additional warehouse area. Beyond that door, the framed in wood in front of us would be the actual Momar unit behind that, opening to the additional warehouse area to make up the total 83,000 square feet. And again, you can see the change in the ceiling height here. Different texture. The back area being a little lower than our front area looking back in.
22, 28.
This would be 28 feet for clarity purposes, 28-foot clear height in this room.
22 to 24 here.
And then 22 to 24 in this room. Same size as what we would have in the Ampere portion of the building, Ampere side, as well as Momar side. So this concludes the tour, video tour of the building. Here, back on the front side, the Ampere side, and looking at Momar's dock area, vacant unit, up to where the main entry is over here, then all the way down to the edge of the building where we have our new tenant, Prototype Industries, followed by Loomis on the end, and just a feel for the road, Ampere, that comes in, and looking all the way around, NV Energy side, Ampere Boulevard punching into some newer construction over here. You also have the airport and the runway just beyond those buildings. Channel 8 local news, Channel 8 local network, and back to the building.